Hello and welcome to part 2 of the Gundam Battle Assault 2 Basic Guide for Quin Mantha. If you haven't seen part 1, please do so. The link will be in the description so it'll be easy to find. In part 1 we will move list some basic combos and a brief look at his shield, or I guess her shield, and her funnels. In part 2 we're going to go over some detail of the normals and strategy and whatnot. Quin Mantha, pretty big character, big hitbox, and has a lot of the fancy tricks that some of the Gundams in this game has. She has funnels, which are always useful, always very fun. She has an eye field instead of dodging, so she can rush through beam attacks, which is also very useful. She has a command grab, which can lead right into her super for intense damage. She has some pretty good normals, pretty good range, a little slow. One of her more useful normals, because it has very quick on wake up, is her jumping down heavy punch. It's like a body slam attack. It's pretty useful. It's like because it's got a big hitbox, it covers a lot of distance, and quick recovery. So that's a good normal to use if you're looking for an approach. Speaking of approaching, funnels, from what I've discovered playing Quin Mantha, are a lot more useful than I at first thought, because I discovered a little technique that I'm going to call funnel jumping. And what it is the thing about funnels is you activate them with a half circle forward and a punch and kick or whatever. Or I'm sorry, a light punch or heavy punch. And while they're active, you can't use any of your specials, or at least not any of the ones tied to whichever button you needed to press to activate the funnel. So for Quin Mantha's case, like, all of her specials are tied to punches, so she can't use any of them. Or like Rose, like, his funnels are tied to his kicks, so all of his kick specials are locked. And of course the ammo attacks and mega specials are locked as well. And when you activate them, it also activates the normal. So if you activate the funnels off of a heavy punch, you'll do a heavy punch and then send the funnels. But what you can do is do a quick jump, and right when you land, activate the funnels. This will cancel the normal that you do in the air, and the funnels will activate, which completely frees your movement, completely, and gives you a lot of different options that normally you wouldn't have. And this is pretty much essential for Quin Mantha because of how slow she is. But this, I may go back and see the other characters that have funnels. So with that in mind, funnels are kind of essential for comboing and racking up damage with Quin Mantha. She has a couple other tricks to rack up damage, mostly involving standing heavy punch and or her super, or I'm sorry, her mega special. She's got a couple tricks. Her beam shower is a pretty good counter, though I don't really know how safe it is. Her beam rifle attack, her ammo move, only use the light version. Don't use the heavy version. It's a complete waste of a move because it doesn't combo into itself. So the second shot, no one is not going to block it. So just use the light version, and it's really going to be primarily for interception and keep away. She's got a pretty decent unblockable. It's not too fast, not too slow. It's pretty big, so it covers a lot of ground. One of her biggest weaknesses is if you're playing somebody who knows how to play this game, because of her big hitbox, she's susceptible to bigger and more devastating combos than other characters are. Specifically with Bolt Gundam has a Quin Mantha specific combo that does a whole bar, and that sucks. And there's a couple other characters that probably have something similar. And also she's very slow, and doesn't have that much range. Her normals are often difficult to combo into each other, and The funnels help, but it also decreases or increases the damage damper, so depending on which normals you use, you're not going to get that much damage out of it. Activating funnels safely is tough. I would probably suggest doing it after a trip or just in the air. And general strategy, kind of a rushdown character despite her size and lack of speed. The funnels and the eye field very greatly make up for the lack of speed and make it really easy for her to rush in and do some big damage. I wish that her command grab could be comboed into, but from what I could tell, it just can't. But you can throw it in there occasionally, and then from the command grab you can do basically a whole bar of damage by comboing it into your Mega Special. Mega Special itself, really only ever use it at the end of a combo, because it just seems too easy to block. After it's not really slow or anything, but just like the beams in general, I wouldn't really use like standalone. I would use it in a combo. Plus, it racks up a lot of damage even after an overheat, which is always excellent. Always shortens the match, makes it easier for you in the long run. And Quin Mantha, I would say, is maybe high mid-tier, perhaps maybe just right at mid-tier alongside Heavy Arms, so she can use all the help she can get. She has the most amount of funnels, 4 instead of the traditional 3. I don't know how much help that is, especially since they don't really do that much damage by themselves. So anyway, general strategy. Be careful, but you kind of just have to rush in there. Helpful normals, definitely standing heavy punch, jumping down heavy punch, crouching heavy kick has some decent range, and just mix with those. Make sure you got your funnels active. Funnel jumping is really, really useful, and then when you funnel jump, run in immediately and do some stuff. Cross up a little bit with, I think, standing heavy punch and crouching light kick. You can combo at least with funnels active. And that's really about all I can really tell you about Quin Mantha. There's probably more. I'm almost certain there's more combo potential with her, but I gave you the basic ground to do more damage with her. So experiment with funnel jumping. Maybe you'll find something that I didn't. Next 2 guides are going to be standalone for Big Zom and New Zeal, and we're just going to talk about why they are too weak to be banned. And we're going to see how you could fare playing with them competitively, or if that's even possible. So that'll be an interesting journey. So I'll see you there.